Cage Minds with Mad Mike Alderete. How you doing, sir?
Doing good. Doing really good.
So, just boxing wasn't enough. I heard the next challenge you're taking on is Bare Knuckle Boxing.
Yes, I'm going to be fighting for the WBKFF, which is the World Bare Knuckle Fighting Federation, on November 9th of this year. I'm the main event of Fox Sports 1. So against Josh Neer, and it's boxing, just bare knuckle. Boxing rules, everything's boxing, just bare knuckle, and I always kind of want to do it. And got approached a couple times, but this is an organization, and it's, there's rules and referees, and so I want to take a crack at it.
Does it make you feel good to see it's such a professional organization with the goals of making this sport into something big and legitimate? Does that make you feel more secure in taking the fight?
Yes, it does. It's they provide all the stuff, the insurance, everything. It's a professional athlete, and it's not a backyard bowler. So for seeing an organization like this to come out and make their debut on this card is their debut. It's awesome because I've always wanted to do it. It's just a big thrill, man. It's awesome.
After Root for Glory 1, were you sure after that you wanted to continue?
Yeah, I was. My thoughts out of Road to Glory was get the bout and win the fight. Retire, see how it goes. My motivation was for the fight actually was because I had diabetes in February, and since then I've conquered it. I've beat diabetes, and then things didn't go away the way I wanted to from the fight, the no contest, and looked into these guys, and they called me, and I was like, hey, I want to do it. They gave me more motivation to fight, and I'm gung-ho about fighting right now, and feel like I'm young again.
How different is bare knuckle boxing from boxing in the terms of defensively? You lose some of that padding that you're able to use to deflect shots.
Yes, it's me and my new trainer Sergio Chavez. We've been training without gloves, toughen up my hands a little bit, my knuckles, which are pretty tough now, feel like leather. Cut away with a couple shots, when you hit in the boxing and you hit with that elbow with the glove, it hurts. So we're taking that, we're going to do more straight shots and more angles to get the straight shots, instead of just swinging a left hook to the body and catching an elbow or something.
How bad was the hand conditioning to start off with? What was that like?
Oh, my hands were, I couldn't even bend my hands. They were sore for a couple days and they're purple. And now they're pretty tough. They're like leather. I haven't torn them. I can slip. I've been hitting the bag, and it just feels like I'm using gloves.
Are you able to spar in preparation for a bare knuckle boxing match?
Yeah,
that sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it's just sparring. We sparred regular with 16-ounce gloves, and with the headgear and stuff. We don't want nobody to get hurt, and you can't really spar bare knuckles. Nobody. I wouldn't want to do it anyway. You get cut. You got to fight to prepare for it. You get cut and cancel it. So it's just basically boxing training, boxing sparring.
What do you think about your opponent, Josh Neer, somebody that MMA fans know very well?
The dentist. He's a good opponent. He's a good striker. This is boxing. It's not striking. So there's a little bit of difference. He does have the gloves off. It'd be fun. He's going to be tough. He's not going to be no slouch or nothing. It's going to be a good fight. And it's an honor to fight him. I really didn't know who he was because I'm not that much of an MMA guy. But I heard of him, and the dentist. And it sounds like a lot of people know him, and he's they're big fans of him, and it's good to fight him. It's going to be good for me to hopefully things turn out my way, and it'll be a good win for me.
How big of an advantage is it for you being a boxer versus a mixed martial artist? And I just first think it'd be the stance and the footwork is something much more natural to you.
Yes, the stance, the footwork, the angles, the punchings are different. Although I know I have to be in shape because I have sparred a lot of UFC guys in the UFC, and I know so when I'm not in shape, it's I'm not as good as I should be. when I'm in shape, I take it to him, and it's just, you know, me being in shape, and it's a lot cleaner punches, I think.
So how happy are you to be getting this bucket list opportunity?
It's awesome. It's you know, towards the end of my career. I don't know what's going to happen after this fight. I do have a 3-fight deal with them. I'm going to do those 3 fights. I don't know what's going to happen, and who knows? I might just keep on saying no. This is the last one, and then something comes up, and I get that little itch again, and I'm back motivated fighting again.
What is that itch like?
The itch is like it's something you can't take away. It's just you see something like when you're in a fight, and you're like, oh man, I can be in there. I should be in there. Or he needs to do this, and you know, that's what the itch is, and then. You know, you think you can do it better, then you know I'm going to try to do it better. And that's what I see. So
you're very experienced, been in a good number of fights. What does it mean to you, fighting on FS1, getting a national platform like that to be on?
It's awesome. It's just you know, in boxing I had a good record, a decent record. You know, there was no same amount of wins as losses. I did lose a lot by the decision. Got robbed. You know, I thought I won a couple. I did beat a couple undefeated fighters. This is a new opportunity for me with the Bare Knuckle. We're both 0-0 fighters. It's going to be on TV. It's a great opportunity for both of us. You know, both later on in our careers, and you know, I don't think it's going to go to the judges. You know, it's one of us is going to get knocked out. Bottom line, it's you know, me or him.
What do you think makes a difference come fight night?
I think my punches are going to be a lot faster. You know, it's kind of like I used to tell the kids. You know, you get to this point right here, and you get here. You have 2 guys racing. This guy goes straight down the middle. This guy decides to go a little at an angle. Who's going to get there first? Is the guy that's good straight. The guy that goes straight. That's the same thing with a punch. You know, I don't expect his punches to be as straight as mine, or as much power as mine can carry on them. But I do know he can punch, and I knew they're going to get there, so I'm going to have to watch out for him and everything, but I think my punches will get there faster.
The last fight with Heyman leading up, it was a grudge match. You were highly motivated. With this different opportunity, would you say you have the same level of motivation and enthusiasm?
Yes, it's more, because you know, this is on the big platform. You know, it's on FS1. It's against you know, UFC vet. It's, you know, it's the main event. It's not for a title, but it's gonna be awesome. It's just a bigger event, more people can see it. You know, tune into FS1, to the main event, you'll see us fight on there. It's a big opportunity for both of us, and more for me. You know, I've been waiting for an opportunity like this my whole life. I haven't got one, and probably because of my own fault, not being in the best shape as I can, but I'm ready this time. You know.
Do you feel those mistakes have prepared you for an opportunity like this?
Yes, I do. I believe that God has his own path for everybody. You know, and it took all those losses by decision or robbery for me to get to this point in my life. I didn't even know I was going to fight again. And then all of a sudden, boom, here I am. Right in smack with FS1.
And tell us real quick what it's been like working with Sergio Chavez for this fight.
It's been awesome. He's cleaned me a lot. He's cleaned me up a lot. More technique. I feel more power in my shots. He says there's more power in my shots. I did notice that me being experienced so long that I did have a couple of mistakes that I wanted to correct, but I couldn't correct them myself. I thought that maybe I was doing it right, or it just got used to it. And when he came in and saw me, oh no, you're doing this wrong, and you need to sit on there more. My punches got a lot cleaner, a lot harder, and a lot faster. So, you know, speed is power. So a lot of technique I gained back.
What kind of Mika Alderete should we expect to see in the ring?
Oh, I'm not going down. You're gonna have to lead me out on the stretcher, or I'm gonna go balls to the wall, man. It's all out. This is my last opportunities, and you know, if you guys know the way I fight, I go at it. And this time I'm gonna be in really good shape. The punches are gonna come clean, and you know, don't expect one punch for me to get hurt, because I can be in there bloody or whatever. I'm still coming at you.
So last but not least, who do you need to thank and shout out to?
I want to thank my sponsors. J&J Utilities, Express Roofing, my daughter's studio, Studio 5, and the shop, Ernest Gonzalez. And also I want to tell everybody that this is from my stepson, hashtag this is Fight for AJ.
Thank you for the time, sir.